Yeah, I can't stop. Absolutely crushing it. Shout out to the One Piece fans. Thanks for accepting me with open arms into your community.
Obviously, he's ever watched One Piece. I think self-admitted he hasn't. But what's the whole game plan here? To create a market for graded manga that he now owns.
I don't disagree with everything that he does, but anything that's like money involved, these are things he does, I disagree with it. They're all like really like, just in my opinion, kind of like ventures where people lose stuff.
This Logan Paul situation just hit a whole new level of chaos. Things got messy fast after iShowSpeed jumped on Twitter and started firing shots at Logan, calling him one of the biggest frauds in the content world, and people online went crazy over it. The reactions exploded instantly, and now the entire internet is locked into the drama. Everything started after Logan dropped insane money on ultra-rare manga chapters. We are talking about collectibles worth over $500,000, graded by PSA, and people instantly compared it to the same flashy moves he pulled during the Pokemon card wave.
What I've spent a lot of money on that no one knows about until this moment is manga. Japanese comics, the birthplace of some of the biggest IP and the biggest franchises in the world. And I'm an anime fan, a casual anime fan. I know people go crazy, but I love my One Piece, I love my Demon Slayer, my One Punch Man, and Dragon Ball, obviously, and maybe some of you saw on my Instagram. I actually have the most expensive manga of all.
A lot of fans are saying this has nothing to do with actual love for manga, anime, or One Piece. Not even close. To many people, this looks like a calculated business move built around hype and profit. Logan jumps into a giant market, grabs some of the rarest and most talked about items, then flexes them in front of his massive audience like it is casual. Millions of fans see it, prices start going through the roof, and suddenly the value skyrockets overnight. Then people start thinking the next move is obvious: buy low, build hype, flip high. Critics are now accusing him of manipulating the market and using his influence to shake up entire collector spaces for profit. More people are starting to pay attention to the moves happening behind the scenes, and the conversations are getting louder every day. When all this first popped off, Logan posted on Twitter saying, "Proud owner of the greatest manga in the world, in my opinion. One Piece Chapter 1, 9.0, second highest grade in existence, population of 3, the first canon appearance of Monkey D. Luffy." That post alone had social media buzzing hard because One Piece is the top-selling manga series ever, with more than 600 million copies sold worldwide. But Logan did not stop there. He also revealed he bought Dragon Ball Chapter 1, graded 9.2, which is reportedly the highest grade in existence with a population of 1. That announcement shocked collectors immediately, especially after the price leaked out: $550,000. This is the legendary first appearance of Goku and Bulma, and now Logan owns it like it is some kind of status symbol sitting on display.
Dragon Ball 9.2, highest grade in the world, Pop 1, and I actually don't have it. It's in the vault right now, but just to give you guys an idea of like the type of money these things are going for, me and Jeremy Padawer went $550,000 for this book. This one is also equally special. A One Piece graded 9.0, second highest in the entire world. It took Superman 90 years to sell 600 million copies. One Piece did it, like this series, this manga, in just 30 years. But someone on my team does love One Piece. I'm gonna show it to him. I'm not gonna gift it to him, but I do want him to see, you know, the first chapter of One Piece, like literally where the entire franchise started. Maybe kickstart his manga journey.
I want to show you something I think you're gonna like. Chapter 1 of One Piece, the first canon appearance of Monkey D. Luffy.
Wait, this is the first manga?
Yes.
Volume 1?
Yes, Volume 1. Second highest graded in the world, 9.0. The One Piece, we all know it, we all love it. I know you love it. It started here. This is Volume 1, so they would take it from the magazine and then make the first ever, like, actually dedicated One Piece book.
Oh.
It's probably $300,000 to $400,000 book.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
As a One Piece fan, this is crazy. This show actually saved my life.
So what do you mean One Piece saved your life?
It saved my life.
What do you mean by that?
You remember back in quarantine?
Yeah.
I was depressed before like watching it.
No
But then when I
way.
started watching it, it started to get like motivation.
Holy shit.
Life.
That is when people started getting suspicious for real. It was not only about the flex anymore, it was the way the posts were written. A lot of users online said the tweets sounded strange and robotic, almost like they were AI generated instead of written naturally. That sparked another wave of criticism because now people are questioning whether Logan even cares about manga culture at all, or if he is just stepping into another trend looking for a huge payday. Even iShowSpeed jumped into the situation and posted, "You don't even know stuff about One Piece." And that message exploded online with over 600,000 likes. That alone showed how many people were already feeling the exact same way about Logan. The internet wasted no time turning the moment into a full-blown debate, with fans calling Logan out from every angle. But Logan kept pushing forward anyway. He continued dropping tweets, posting YouTube videos, and acting like he was fully welcomed into the anime and manga world, like nobody could see the business move happening behind the scenes. A lot of people were not buying it at all, and the backlash only kept getting louder. The biggest issue people have with this whole thing is pretty simple. The second massive price tags become the main focus, people stop looking at the hobby the same way. Once series like One Piece or Pokemon start getting treated more like investments than collections built from passion, the entire energy changes fast, and many longtime fans hate that shift. To a lot of collectors, it starts feeling fake. Instead of looking like someone who truly enjoys the stories, characters, and history behind these franchises, it can come across like somebody chasing profits and attention. Fans are saying the emotional connection disappears when every post feels centered around money, rarity, and resale value instead of genuine appreciation for the culture. People online keep describing the same pattern over and over again. Buy the rarest item possible, flex it in front of millions of followers, build hype around it, watch prices rise, then eventually sell it later for way more money. That is the cycle critics believe they are watching unfold right now, and it has the community side-eyeing every move Logan makes. And honestly, this situation is a big reason why so many fans connect with creators like iShowSpeed when it comes to One Piece. His support for the series feels natural and real to viewers. It does not come across like a trend or some flashy business play. Fans feel like he genuinely rocks with the story because he has been supporting it long before anime collectibles started turning into giant money conversations online. Since the early days of his YouTube channel, Speed has used a Luffy profile picture, and he still uses it now. That kind of consistency stands out to people because it feels authentic instead of calculated. On top of that, fans say he has introduced tons of new viewers to the anime over the years, helping the community grow even bigger. Meanwhile, people online keep clowning Logan because he reportedly cannot even pronounce Luffy's name correctly, and social media definitely noticed that fast.
Shout out Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
What?
Monkey D. Luffy.
It's Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, and with so many people already calling Logan Paul out for acting like he understands One Piece and manga culture, he didn't really slow things down at all. Instead of calming the situation or clearing things up, he doubled down and went straight into full rage bait mode on Twitter, posting things clearly designed to trigger reactions and keep the drama spinning. He even showed up in a full Luffy costume and dropped a post saying, "After reading this, I'm not convinced the One Piece is real," and that immediately set the internet on fire. Fans were not even remotely convinced by it. A lot of people called it out as obvious bait, saying it looked like he was just trying to stir chaos for engagement rather than actually saying anything meaningful about the story. It got messy fast to the point where even community notes stepped in and corrected him right under the post. They pointed out a pretty specific detail. In the photo, Logan is holding Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 34, but it's flipped open in the middle, showing random pages, ads, and non-story content. Fans quickly jumped on that mistake, saying it showed a lack of basic understanding of how the magazine even works.
Took that entire plane ride to read One Piece manga. But I gotta say, dude, I'm starting to doubt that the One Piece even exists. There, I said it. Is the One Piece even real? Where the f is that thing, dude? Maybe it's here at my brother's 5,500-acre ranch. Nah, bro, it's for real. The One Piece love and outpouring of support has been so real. And so I just decided to keep doubling down, bro. I bought 2 more copies raw, Weekly Shonen Jump, One Piece Chapter 1. I got a One Piece script, like for the anime show where Luffy gets his first wanted poster. And Volume 1, One Piece, 9.6, graded 9.6, second highest in the world. Yeah. It's my cousin Alex. Yeah, I can't stop. Absolutely crushing it. Shout out to the One Piece fans. Thanks for accepting me with open arms into your community.
Meanwhile, One Piece Chapter 1 is actually placed at the front of the issue, right after the table of contents, not buried in the middle like that. That small detail alone made a lot of readers shake their heads, with people saying it felt like surface-level posing rather than real knowledge of the series. Even with all that going on, the internet split into 2 sides. Some people got pulled into the drama and kept reacting to Logan's posts, but a lot of others were not fooled at all. They were actively calling it out, saying it looked like a calculated strategy meant to stir attention inside the One Piece and manga community and keep his name circulating non-stop. The theory people keep pointing to is pretty straightforward. Create controversy, get everyone talking, put rare collectibles in the spotlight, and drive up attention around them fast. Then once the hype peaks and prices spike, flip the items for a huge profit and step away while the conversation is still burning. That is the cycle many critics are accusing him of running, and it is getting harder for fans to ignore. At the end of the day, that is why so many viewers say it does not feel like there is any real emotional connection here. From their perspective, the only clear link is the money involved in acquiring these items. Outside of that, fans are saying they are not seeing genuine appreciation for the story, the characters, or the culture behind it, and people online are picking up on that disconnect fast. Yeah, and from how things are playing out, it looks like Logan is trying to position himself right inside markets that have extremely loyal, die-hard fan bases. These are communities built on passion, history, and deep emotional connection to what they love. So when someone steps in moving loud and flashy like this, people are going to react immediately. And that reaction is exactly what a lot of viewers think he is chasing on purpose. The pattern people are pointing out is simple. Stir up tension, trigger strong reactions, get timelines flooded with arguments, and suddenly all attention snaps back onto him again.
Obviously, he's ever watched One Piece. I think self-admitted he hasn't. But what's the whole game plan here? To create a market for graded manga that he now owns, probably two of the most premier like IP rarity mangas of. So like the same exact playbook that he did with Pokemon.
I've been overly critical of Logan Paul, but I think it's reasonable. Like, I interact with him, whatever. Like, I don't disagree with everything that he does, but anything that's like money involved, these are things he does, I disagree with it. They're all like really like, just in my opinion, kind of like ventures where people lose stuff and he gets, and it's not like some exchange or like, oh, here's like some cool merch. Like, it's just like something that he's like, it's taking from, and it's just I don't like it.
The louder the discourse gets, the more these manga pieces and collectibles get talked about, and that kind of visibility can absolutely push prices even higher in certain collector spaces. To critics, it starts feeling like the outrage is not accidental at all, but part of the actual engine driving the attention. A lot of people say this fits into a broader playbook they have seen before. It is not just about one moment or one post. It is about a repeating cycle of behavior. When controversy turns into engagement, and engagement turns into value, then every viral moment starts looking less random and more strategic. That is why so many are linking it back to past internet personalities who leaned into negativity to stay relevant and profitable. Some comparisons are even being made to creators like Jack Doherty, where critics say controversy is often used as fuel to keep attention high. Then that attention is converted into revenue in different ways. Whether that framing is fully fair or not, it is part of the conversation people are having online, and it keeps adding more suspicion to every new move. At this point, the situation has clearly gone beyond just manga or collectibles. It has turned into a bigger discussion about patterns, intent, and how influence is used across different online spaces. When someone keeps entering new communities with similar attention-grabbing strategies, fans are quick to connect the dots. And right now, a lot of those dots are forming a picture many people are not comfortable with. The main concern being raised is authenticity. Fans inside communities like One Piece are not just focused on rare editions or price tags. They are deeply invested in the story, the meaning, and the journey behind it all. So when someone enters that space leading with money, hype, and resale value first, it creates instant tension. It makes people question everything from intentions to credibility, and every post starts getting picked apart in real time.
I do see some people saying things like, oh, he's LARPing. You're a LARPer. Yo, it's just eat some devil fruit shit, bro. I had to sail the Grand Line real quick. Yeah. Turns out my outfit was back at the beginning of the Grand Line. Yeah. Hey, Monkey D. Luffy.
What makes this whole situation even louder is just how public everything has become. Every tweet, every purchase, every reaction gets pushed out instantly to millions of people. And that kind of exposure turns even the smallest move into a massive online debate. The conversation has fully shifted now from simple collecting to something deeper about intent. People are not just watching what is being bought anymore. They are analyzing why it is being bought, and that is where all the tension keeps stacking up. Fans are watching way closer than before. They are breaking down details, fact-checking posts, calling out inconsistencies, and refusing to just go along with the hype without questioning it. Whether this whole approach actually works long-term or eventually backfires is still unknown, but one thing is obvious right now. People are not staying quiet about it at all, and the noise around this situation is only getting louder by the day. And honestly, at this point, it is getting to where people are catching contradictions instantly. It feels like some statements are not lining up, and the audience is quick to point it out the moment something feels off. It makes it harder for a lot of viewers to take certain posts seriously when the messaging feels scattered or unclear. Now look, everyone has their own perspective on all this. I even have my own collection too, and yeah, I have got more pieces stacked up, even some tucked away in different spots just like any regular fan would do. But personally, I am just a One Piece fan enjoying the series for what it is. I do not really care that much about the business side of what Logan Paul is doing, but I also understand why a lot of people are frustrated. When something you care about gets pulled into situations like this, it naturally hits a nerve. But now I want to hear from you. What do you actually think about all of this? Are people overreacting, or is there something deeper going on here that deserves the attention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and do not hold back at all. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss anything coming next. Things are definitely not slowing down anytime soon, and there is more drama always around the corner. Appreciate you for watching for real. I will catch you in the next one, and I am out. Peace.